Let's go. Welcome to the next episode of Fallout New Vegas, where we last left off. We survived the unthinkable, and we took down the big mamba. I kind of want to save that, so we're not going to drink it, but we're in a position where we need some serious health. But we're just going to go for it here. Layer. It's another one of those. Fission battery. Valencia accentuator. We need to put that on immediately. We can't carry that much, so we're gonna press on. I do want to make a general announcement about the series. I feel like we already have one of those on. That one's better though. I feel like we're at a spot where it's time to press forward through Old World Blues. I'm all about getting through it. I feel like I'm hoping this was like the culmination. Meaning, like, this is the pinnacle of it, because I would like to get back to the normal world, to be honest. So let's check and see where our quests are. Confront Dr. Mobius at the Forbidden Zone. Didn't we just do that? Oh, we haven't even confronted him yet. Oh, I hope he's not well armed, because that could be some serious business for us, and not the sort of serious business that we like to partake in. Let me move this a little bit closer. I feel like we're off a little bit. So apparently we need to go up the chutes and around the corner. TW Solo. Well, we do have the recharging health thanks to that little halo by Beyonce. How do we get in here though? We definitely cannot withstand a deep fall. So I'm going to avoid that at all costs. There seem to be some individuals in here. But let's press forward. There we go. Turn on the light for you guys. Alright, how do we go see Dr. Mobius? I hope this is not... let's save this here in case we get lambasted. Save 200. What a wonderful life. Let's press on. Please don't hurt us. Dr. Mobius, I presume. Where is he? Brain tank. That's where our brain is. Give us our brain back, please. We need some sort of health as well. Empty. Sunset Saspy, we'll drink that up. Where's that Sunset Saspy? We need it. Sunset, please. There we go. I don't care about bottle caps. I care about the good things in life that provide health. We're looking for health procurement. Mentants. Someone went ham on the mentants in here. We'll take them all though. Can never have too many mentants. Mentats? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Toaster? Nuka-Cola, yes please. We need to drink that. Anything we can get, we will take. Someone, an egg timer, send that Northern Line. Someone had mentioned that they're concerned about our ability to come off of this high after we take all these drugs. You know, since we've been taking all these performance enhancement deals. But I think we're gonna be okay. Don't quote me on that though. Alright, let's go find Mobius, huh? Where is he? It's a good thing we have put ourselves in a position here to get some healing. Vacuum cleaner. Proton throwing axe. Bottle cap, everything else is garbaggio. Don't need that. We can take Psycho, why not? Psycho and my new joint hit just can't sit. Gotta get jiggy with it. Ooh, that's it. Now honey, come ride. DKNY, open my eye. You got a lot of bag with a lot of stuff in it. Give it to your friend, let's spin. How do I know that? How do I know that? Is that Dr. Mobius? There he is.
Oh, hello there. You
Whoa.
are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion.
You were so mean
hard
before.
to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright.
Can we have it,
A
please?
little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Happened to your eye. Is that better? Surrender, I don't want to fight you. Let's keep it.
Well, that's good. Were we supposed to fight? I certainly don't feel violent, but, well, these contraptions make it hard to tell.
Legendary robot. You aren't exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like?
A jerk.
After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
I need my brain back. Can I have it, please?
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain.
We want that brain.
If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
It's time for me to go. Look at all that XP.
The goodbye part of our little chat then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
We'll take a quick gander mountain at it. Oh, we leveled up. Nice. 15 skill points. Got 100 everything. Barter. We don't really barter. Melee weapons. Repair. We could dump it in repair or survival. Let's go survival. We're not, who are we kidding with repair? Alright. We just want our brain back, buddy. Dr. Mobius scrubs. Yes, please. We'll take that. RIP headphone users.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves
This is
in
so
out of the
weird.
wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Are you my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured
You don't
that
sound
out,
like
have we?
that.
Would you like a cookie?
Why are you such a dick? Listen, you're my brain, so you better be more respectful.
Oh, had I? What exactly will you do if I don't? Not put me back in that cranial dungeon you call your head? Heaven
Dungeon.
forbid.
I can smash this tank here, and how about that? Once you're back in my head, I'll watch television. Lots and lots of television.
You wouldn't. That's inhuman.
Don't tempt me.
Fine, I'll try to respect you more, sir.
That's right. Don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back into my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion.
Don't worry about
In
it.
your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
But what about the good things? A cool breeze on your cheek, the smell of food, and love. No. I'd say we'll compromise. I can see your point. What can I do this to make a fair compromise?
If you want me back, we need to establish some ground rules.
This is bizarre.
First, showers. Second, regular checkups. Regular, mind you,
Look at that
and from a
pipe.
reputable doctor. That Julie Farkas woman, for example, she seems to know a thing or two. Third, you need to listen to me more than your hormonal choir and genitalian orchestra. Promise me that, and you've got a deal.
Fine, you've got a deal.
Really? I didn't expect you to actually agree to that. I'm afraid that was a bit
Oh,
of a
come
bluff,
on.
really. I'm not going with you.
So you'd rather just stay here, never leaving the tank of whatever that
Well,
stuff is?
certainly there might be some things I miss about being ambulatory. We have seen some incredible sights, haven't we? Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast
That's
unknown.
true. That's a throwback.
Helios 1 coming back online.
That's another good one.
Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching
what
into
happened?
the vast unknown. Jason.
What happened?
Jason. Helios.
Rest in
Jason-
pepperonis.
Helios 1 coming back online.
What happened?
Jason Bright and
How do we exit? So we broke the brain.
Heli-
How far back do we have to go? So that we smashed the game. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave everything behind because there was really nothing of interest. We'll go ahead and redo this convo
Some
real quick.
imaginary numbers right now.
What is that? So we missed all this the last time around. All right, let's press on here, and then that was a bummer. Why did that happen?
Yo!
Let's just. I don't. Blah 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 blah. Need my brain back. Blah blah blah. Whoa, whoa. Time for me to go. All right, so we leveled up here. Sorry about this, guys. I don't have any control of what crashes the game and what doesn't. We put the rest in survival, right? I believe so. Let's go ahead and open the trunk. Take the scrubs. And then we'll save this, so in case that something bizarre happens again, we won't get bizarred out. Well, that's opening up. Let's go ahead and, I believe there was a... It's actually worth a lot of money. Let's go ahead and combine some stuff here. Weapons. There we go. Should give us a little space there. I was looking for some health, but...
Well.
Okay. Are you my brain? Yes, we've talked to you. Be more respectful. Television. Don't tempt me. You want to be reunited? Okay, now let's go a different here. Let's say cool breeze.
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Alright. Isn't it just as true that you only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones?
I
Got
suppose
'em.
you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
So we're at an impasse. You can't feel what I feel, and I can't think the way you think.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
I think we just have to trust each other and acknowledge that we aren't complete if we're separated. Let's do that.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
So what do you say, Brain? Join me for some more wild adventures? Maybe I've been a little unfair if you want to stay here. Let's just say, what do you say, Brain? Join me for some more.
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here.
Where are they?
We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Then let's go make them share. Come on, Brain, it's stomping time.
Oh, lovely. We've reached the mindless violence portion of the program. Tell me, what exactly are you, and I use the word loosely, planning?
Guns. I'm going to give them a demonstration of the physics behind small moving chunks of lead. I'm going to show them what it's really like to be the brightest thing in the room. Let's go, guns.
Now that you mention it, I do miss that lovely rat-a-tat-boom a bit. It's just not the same without a body to feel the recoil.
Let's do
What's
it.
the next step then?
If the think tank won't hold up their bargain, we'll make them. Let's go.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that
Got
we're
'em.
reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem.
Cool.
Right then, off we go. Clyde will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Let's do it. Your brain added. I'm slightly
You so love integers.
Optional. Use the sync autodock to retrieve your original heart. We're gonna do that. I would like to get at least one Nuka-Cola, because I think there's trouble outside waiting for us, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, what was that? Another layer.
They said I was mad.
Quiet.
Preposterous. Not an angry bone in my body.
Alright, so do we need to... Oh, we should probably repair one of these, huh? 100%. 100% hype, let's press on. I'm looking for some of that Nuka-Cola stuff. Actually, we'll take that, too. We have another one on us, don't we? I believe we do. What is it called? A... Inversal axe. Apparently not. We're 2 pounds overweight. What can we dump? Dump a carton of cigs. There we go. Alright, so we're looking for... Dirty water works. Let's go ahead and drink that up real quick. Dirty water. Man, what happened to all those... happened to all those cigs? Nuka-Cola, please. Sunset Saspy, please. There's got to be more in here. There's always more. Psycho and my new joint head. Alright, let's go ahead and drink those up. Nuka-Cola. Sunset Saspy. And let's press on. That should be good enough to get us through the fight. One would think. Should probably go close my door because there's people walking around. I'm gonna do that real quick. That way, just out of common courtesy, so I'm not sitting here talking to myself in an empty office facility, and people wondering what the heck is going on. I thought we... Wasn't there a Nuka-Cola that we just... There it is. Drink up, please. Nuka-Cola. Saving individuals one chug at a time. Alright, I think it's time to press on. Let's go ahead and... What sort of guns do we have available? Not a lot of good ones. Where's our one piece? Maybe we should get out, what the heck is layer? Repair that up. Layer. Let's use that. Look at it. So glorious. I think that, honestly, I think I'm the biggest fan of the Halo. It's healing and it's very TW solo-like. Let's press on. Let's see what sort of trouble we have. Big mountain. Hopefully we can quick... Need to go world map, please. Yes. Alright. We got action here. Let's try to see if we can wrap this section up here. We want to go to the sink. We want to plug in our optional body parts here, right?
You require some additional...
Yes. Engage your services. Swap body parts. Replace your heart back in your chest. Your heart is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. You are less resistant to poison. Robots are only slightly confused. But on the bright side, healing items are twice as effective. Okay. I also want our spine back, I believe. Must it allows us to carry more stuff. Reattach your spine. Your spine is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. Your torso cannot be crippled again, but your strength and threshold have doubled. Nice. I wonder what that is. Is that her stealth suit? Who's snoring? Come on, little guy. Ah. I was hoping we could take Muggy with us. Alright, I think it's time to get guns up. We're gonna go in, we can sell some stuff here, can't we? I got yelled at a little bit in the comments for not selling stuff. Switch off the Sync's personality matrices. I'd like to buy some stuff. Actually want to... Wow, so many caps. So many days. Let's go to, Misk first. Anything Misk we can... Dog hide. Hang on to that. Scalpel. Toy car, wonder glue out the door, and wrench, please. Alright, ammo we're fine, items we're fine. Weapons, what do we want to ditch here? It's the same thing, right? Except that one's better. Which one are we really gonna... Let's sell this one. Alright. Saturnite fist, Saturnite glove, sniper rifle, X2 antenna. Sell that. We need the monies. Any sort of apparel. Dr. Mobius scrubs. Is that worth 5,000 caps? You better freaking believe it. Selling it, boys. Payday, let's go. Alright, let's press on and activate a hot plate. Let's do this. Let's go fight the good fight. Let me save this here before anything egregious happens. Alright. Think tank. Did I save it? Yeah, I did. Dr. Klein awaits. Make sure you're prepared to finish this once and for all. I think we are. Whoa, there's an army of them. Dr. Lecter.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
I found my brain, and now you and I are going to settle things. I think you're past due for your lobotomy, Klein. You may have noticed the pacification field is down. Guess what happens next? Let's go. I think you're past due for your lobotomy.
Fight? I've never been in a fight. What do I... Colleagues! Think tank! Alert! Alert! We are under attack!
Guns up, boys.
Blaster with a radio beam!
Right in the weapon hole. Oh, nice shot. Hide, boys. Dr. 8. What can we hit him? Hit him in the weapon. Shrek'd. Can't mess with our Shrek gun. Say goodnight, sir. Let's go. So it gets me and you, chump. Dr. Boris Yeltsin. That's it, huh? Wow. Got some decent stuff in there. That was it? Leave the think tank. How do we get home? How do we get... That's it? How do we get home? Destroyed a lot of goods and services. There are only 3 of them? Everyone else fled. Let's do this. The beginning of the end. We go back to the Big Sink.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
Although, truth be told, the courier had barely explored the crater in an attempt to rush through and be done with their own thing. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success.
Poor guy.
These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
Took care of him.
The sink atop the dome gained a frontier town feel, with the few modules installed. They shouted at each other across the HQ occasionally, either threatening each other or announcing a discovery. It kept things lively. Secretly, the Sync Central Intelligence Unit was relieved that not all of the personality chips had been found. What was there was enough.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain.
He's got a frog in his
sonic
throat.
invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city.
That next DLC.
In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier made his way through the X-8 facility, the computers analyzed the test subjects' movements. They eventually created new cyberdogs to root out commie traitors from the wasteland. Traitors like Betsy Bright, Richie Marcus. Although they couldn't seem to find any commies, so they turned on themselves, howling sonic barks that echoed miles across the landscape.
The infiltration program in X-13
There's a lot going on
for
here.
the subject and the stealth suit prototype long after the test was over. Frustrated and unable to find its lost technology, X-13 expanded its network of laser tripwires, sensors, and robo-brains out across Big Mountain. This glittering blue light beam forest cleanly bisected anything that entered its depths, slicing them into small segmented parts for easy disposal.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
The think tank basement, filled with the lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
That's right.
There is an expression in the Wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Sounds like a Green Day line. You've lost a brainless perk. You've gained the big brain perk. Your brain is back in your body, but some of the advanced technologies remain. Your head still cannot be crippled, but you're only 10% more resistant to addiction. Surprisingly, your damage threshold is improved by 10%. You've acquired a Big Mountain Transportal Ponder. It's capable of transporting you and you alone between the Mojave and Big Mountain. To return to Mojave, simply equip the transponder. As you would any weapon, pull the trigger and away you'll go. Note that it won't work in interiors or combat situations.
Huzzah, sir! Huzzah! Huzzah, sir!
Leveled up. Level 34. 16 skill points. Let's go full survival. We should get a perk here too. What's new? Voracious Reader, Pray and Spray. What about the top? We haven't been at the top lately. And Shining Armor. Beams reflect off the mirror like you gain blah blah blah. Damage threshold confirmed. Bachelor, Hunter, Intense Training. Ooh, that's kind of good. Lady Killer, Retention. Look how big his head is. Comprehension, Entomologist, Rad Child. As you go through increasing devastating stages of radiation sickness, you will regenerate more and more health. That's kind of cool. Run and gun. Let's do run and gun. Or lead belly. There's a lot of good ones here. Scrounger. Huh. So many good perks. Here and now. Nerd Rage, Night Person. A mile in their shoes. Let's go, what we liked. Run and gun. No. What did we like? Entomologist. Lead belly. I don't know what we liked here. Let's use the commando. Alright. Do we fly home now? Or do we have to actually use that? What's that thing called? Guns up, boys. There it is. We're out of here. I can't do it in MTUI. Got it. Balcony to big door mountain. We're out of here. Back home. It's so good to be back home. Look at us. We're a little bit wiser and a lot more healthier. Thank you guys so much for watching the end of Old World Blues. We're going to go right ahead in the next episode and maybe clean up a few more side quests, if that, and then maybe go to the hit list. But we're going to... This is one of the last of the episodes. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the conclusion of Old World Blues. What I've decided is that I'm going to finish the game, the normal game, and then from there we may do a DLC on the side as a different series. But I don't want to take us off path again. I feel like that DLC really took us off path, and but it was cool. I'm glad we went through it and learned, and now we have this amazing Halo from Beyonce. If you guys enjoyed this episode, I encourage you to like button. Hitting the like button helps for the video, helps for the channel, helps for your face, helps for our ability to take TW solo to his final chapter. See you next time.